And we are live. We are so live on this Thursday night. What I'm going to do is quickly share this across my Facebook groups and let our private practice success community know that you are all invited to join myself and the lovely Miss Abbey Lee over there here in Melbourne in the Penthouse. Okay. What a way to spend a Thursday night, and you are all invited. Let me just share that. Okay. First group we'll share it in is Private Practice Success for Allied Health Professionals. So that is for all our practice owners. Copy. There we go. And guess who's the first one live on? My parents from South Africa. Yes, see, even though you're in your 40s, your parents still support you. They do a very important job. And I never know if it's my mother or my father because their Facebook account says Yori and Ingrid Jordan. It's both their names, so I never know. Who is it? Is it dad that's at home at the moment or mum that's sneakily on Facebook whilst at work? I don't know. Who could it be? Are they going to reveal themselves? I highly doubt it. All right, share in another group. Let's also share it in let's share it in our masterclass. Let's get some masterclass graduates to join me next weekend. I'm doing the first masterclass weekend workshop for the year, and I'm really looking forward to it. Oh, it's my mom, Abby. You need to come say hello. Here's Abby. Abby knows my mom, my parents from when they visited in December. Yes. So I will assume that it is lunchtime at work at the moment, and therefore mom is on Facebook live with me. Hey Daniel, how are you? Good to have you join me. Hopefully it's an early evening for you, Daniel, because I do know that you are normally working late on a Friday. So hopefully Thursday is an early night for you. Hey Melissa, two Melissas joining us in succession, one from Melbourne here and one from the sunny coast. See, I know where all my people are from. No, not all of them, but the majority of them. If you've been to an in-person event with me that lasted longer than a day, I will remember you. My mom says, hey, Abby. All right, and let's also, one more on our starting a successful private practice page. Not page. Daniel says, good memory. Thursdays are for bookkeeping. Alrighty. I hope you're having some wine and nibbles with the bookkeeping, Daniel, because otherwise I don't know how you could be doing that in the evening. And let's do one last share. Here we go. Oh, I'm going to be brave and share it on my timeline. There we go, Abby. Let's post it on there. All right, it's done. All the sharing is done, so we can start with the fun. So yes, we're here in Melbourne, of course, because tomorrow myself and Abby is running the Private Practice Success one-day workshop. It's the last one-day workshop that we are running for 2019. So we've got like an overbooked group, which is just fabulous. I'm really, really excited about it. Yes, and we're doing all the prep work, or let's say Abby's doing most of the prep, and I'm sitting and doing a live stream. Yes, but we had a fabulous flight in. By the way, Abby says she thinks that my iron infusion is starting to kick in, seeing that I'm not on the bed resting, as I might often do when we have traveled, but I'm here live streaming, right? So yes, explosive. We're being explosive at the moment compared to what we would normally do. And yes, Daniel, I do have a good memory. I think it comes with being a psychologist, right? Remembering people is part of our repertoire of skills, because it has always been so important for me as a psychologist, first and foremost, that I can remember my clients, that when they walk in, I know exactly who they are, what we spoke about the last time they came in, that their little dog is called Muffin, how many kids they have, all that stuff. Because that makes them feel like they are your one and only client. And that's the type of customer service that I've always wanted to give my clients, even as a solo practitioner. That's the way I wanted them to know I know them. Of course, I still had great, hey Betty, thanks for joining. I still had great boundaries, right? But in that 50-minute session, it's like they were my one and only client and I knew everything about them. And I think therefore that's a really important skill that we as clinicians first and foremost probably need to have, and it will stand us in good stead. I always say that the test of a great psychologist, obviously I'm a psychologist, so I can't speak about other helping professionals in this instance, but I always say the test of a good psychologist is once you can go into session with a client with no file. So, yeah, I do have a bit of a, it's not a mean streak. What's a better word for a mean streak? A sneaky streak? A clever streak? Let's call it a clever streak.
Clever streak.
I have a very clever streak. And I've been supervising psychologists for a long time in my practice. I think one of the big reasons why a lot of new grads come and work for the psych professionals is because they want to come and learn from us as a practice, right? And in the early years, of course, we would have paper files. And sometimes when the time is right, I would forget the filing cabinet key. I would forget it at home. I haven't told you the story yet, Abby. Abby hasn't heard all my stories from being a practice owner. There's always more stories in the cupboard, right? To be revealed. I will forget my keys and I would see how they cope going into session with a client, whether that's a child client or an adult client, without the file. Because to me, that shows a level of competence that they have. It shows the level of confidence in their own skills. It shows their flexibility as a clinician and how to cope under pressure, right? And I would only let them do that with 1 or 2 clients, maximum 3, and then I will find the keys in my handbag, at the bottom of my handbag, and I will use that experience as an experiential experience for that clinician, right? So we'll do experiential processing in terms of what happened for you beforehand, how did you feel, how did you deal with it, how did you cope in session, etc., etc. And it's an amazing experience when they go through it and they cope and they do well, and 9 out of 10 of them do amazing, much better than they ever thought they could. So I guess I'm saying I'm doing them a favor, right? In terms of their confidence and their self-worth and their belief in their own competency as a psychologist. And that is with gold, right? Having that feeling that you can go into a session and you've got this is worth gold. And I could almost see it. It's like a marker in their time where I could see how immediately their confidence just skyrockets after that experience. So something to consider, right? Please guys, if you've got any comments on this, going you crazy Gada, I never want to come work at the psych professionals. We make fabulous psychologists. Let me just say that. Most of them arrive at the psych professionals fabulous already. We just make them even more fabulous. All right, let me just check here who I have. Awesome, it's 20 to 7. So a lot of people's probably having dinner right now or watching the news, doing that type of stuff, but we are in the Penthouse. How do we get in the Penthouse? We got upgraded. Yes, a complimentary upgrade to the Penthouse because we are just good clients of the Adina Hotel here in Melbourne. I actually listened to the news myself earlier on, and apparently they are expecting a lot of rain So I'm just hoping my people can get to the venue without any incidents. But when it's raining, that's a really great day to be at a workshop, right? And spend the time indoors. So it's not a bad thing going to a workshop on a rainy day. So I'm thinking, I wonder, should I give them a tour of the penthouse?
I definitely would show them the view.
I should. But I wonder, should I make them wait for it a bit longer? I don't know. Have you done all of those already? 1, 2, 3, 4? 5. Well done. You're getting there. How more? How longer? 20. Okay, so now I know how long I need to talk for, right? So I don't have to do it.
20.
Excellent. Let me just open up the Facebook groups here. Make sure that I've shared it. Hey, Tracy Walker. How is Townsville tonight? How are you going? I've just told a big story. Now, Tracy is very good at training new grads as well as provisionals and students. Tracy, not now, but later, you're gonna have to re-watch the first 5 to 10 minutes of this video because I haven't told you this story as yet, right? Where I spoke about what I do with my new grads as part of their supervision journey with me. I shouldn't say it, I've just started supervision with a brand new registrar, and I think I might get an email to say she's no longer interested. A new registrar at my practice. Awesome. Alrighty, where are we? Here. Just make sure, because sometimes people will comment in the actual group as well, right? So I want to just check that I'm not missing anything in there. And then I'm going to take you guys on a tour of the penthouse. The penthouse, which we have more or less wrecked already with all our stuff, right? So we literally just walked in, dumped all our stuff, because we're only here for one night. Just one night only. All right, who's ready for a tour? Let's go. Oh, the downlights are not good. There's Abby, by the way.
Hello.
Yes, Abby is working on putting all our gifts together for our people that's coming tomorrow. Hang on, I'm gonna turn this around. Look that good on this thing. Now I need to open up the door, and this is our balcony. Welcome to our balcony. I just need to be mindful of not dropping the phone. It's really lovely. I'm not like a city girl for living in the city, but I just love the view, right? I love being in here for a day or 2 or 3, maximum a week, and then I want to go back home to the suburbs. But it is really, really lovely. And the one thing I absolutely love about Melbourne is the trees. You won't be able to see it now, but down there in the street, look there, you can see a bit of it. The trees is always amazing. I love the trees in the city center of Melbourne. And in winter, they've lost all their leaves, and then in summertime, it's all nice and green again. Very pretty indeed, right? Very pretty. Yeah, so this is our balcony. And this is our seating area. We haven't done a lot of sitting here other than myself, signing books. So everybody that comes to the one-day workshop gets a signed book. And we've got the TV playing, although it's on mute, and there's like a little study area there. And up there is the loft bedroom. So it's a 2-bedroom. Lucky for Abby, she doesn't have to share with me because I snore. Yes, I've said it, now forget it. And this is the kitchen. Not that we intend on making any food. We're having room service probably later. And this is all our stuff dumped here on the kitchen counter. And look at this, we got these, hang on. The conference organizer gave us some free wine. Free rose hip under eye patches. Is this for tonight? I think I need it. I look a bit like I need under eye stuff. Cacao honeycomb chockies. And because Abby told her on the phone that I've got a sore throat and I might be coming down with a bit of a cold, she left some vapor drops and some lamb serve. Isn't that going the extra mile in terms of customer service, right? I said to Abby earlier, this is absolutely blog worthy. It says here, dear Abby and Gerda, welcome to the Adina Melbourne. It's a pleasure to have you stay with us. All the best with tomorrow's event. Please enjoy these treats to help you unwind tonight. Who's gonna have the wine, Abby? I'm not a wine drinker. Are you unwinding with the wine? If you need anything, please feel free to reach out. We are always happy to help Morgan and the Adina team. P.S. Gerda, hope these help get you back to full health. How awesome is that, hey? That, welcome to Melbourne. Be our guest at the Adina. That's customer service, and these are all the gifts that Abby has already made up for tomorrow. And this is our table. This is like the production line,
Yes,
right?
it's not really a line, but it's...
Yeah.
It's a mix.
Yes, there's more bags. We travel so heavy, like for one day. For one day. It looks like it's Christmas in here. There's PPS
yeah.
planners, there's books, there's flyers. Oh, what's this? Oh, I'm giving everything away, Abby. Psych Professionals pens. Hang on. Yeah, there's Psych Professionals. So these are all branding ideas, right? Soaps. I can't pick one up without smelling it. It's just too divine. And this is our little entrance. My handbag, my laptop bag. A beautiful entrance. Now, who's going to be brave enough to go up the stairs with me? Here we go, up the loft stairs, up the loft. We're in the penthouse. Don't trip, Gerda. Now, let's do the master suite first. I have been so good. I gave Abby the master suite. Not because I'm a nice person, but because what I always do is I first there. Important. You can see we've already unpacked. And this bathroom has, I want to have a proper shower. So, hey Michelle, how are you? So I took the other bathroom and I got a proper shower. Not a shower where you need to stand in the bath. That's not Penthouse service. And already packed out, everything done, so that tomorrow morning we are running on time. Hey Michelle, you're just in time for the tour of the Penthouse. All I can say is you cannot bring kids in here because look, I can look down there. Whoops, it wants me to rotate my phone. That's where I was sitting earlier. My kids would fall down there. Look, I've already unpacked. Aren't I good? My clothes is hanging. So tomorrow morning I can just decide what I'm wearing. I always bring 2 outfits. No more than 2, but 2. Because I need to feel like wearing the one or the other. That's the 2 choices. And I should probably start helping Abby. How many have you done?
Okay, I have done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Is you on a roll, Abby? You on such a roll? I should probably fold at least one, right?
I'll leave you one at the end.
Tracy says, so glorious and comfy. It is. Not that we're going to have a lot of use in it. We're basically going to do this tonight, have room service. We're having room service or going out? Probably room service, right? Have you checked whether they've got in-room movies?
I'd say.
Ooh. There's nothing better than being in a hotel, watching in-room movies and eating room service. Now, I'm actually officially on a keto diet. And the best room service meal, of course, is what? What's it for you, Abby?
The club sandwich?
The club sandwich? Fries with lots of dip.
Aioli
Tomato
and
sauce,
tomato sauce.
aioli sauce, or maybe sometimes it's wedges with sour cream and sweet and sour sauce. That's the best room service meal ever, and I'm not really allowed it. Well, I am, but I'm trying to eat keto to build up my iron levels, right? And really be proactive in that sense. So I don't know what I'm going to order tonight. I haven't checked out the menu as yet.
Let's have a look.
It depends. If the menu is good, we'll eat here.
Yeah.
If the menu is not good, then we'll go out.
Okay.
the great thing about this hotel is you literally walk across the street, just down there. Do you know what that street's name is?
Little Burke?
Little Burke. I think it's Little Burke Street, yes.
Yeah.
And there's all these little restaurants, and when you walk past, everybody's trying to entice you to come in. Yes, Abby says yes, offering you a free wine to come in, and they're all nice and friendly, and they're going to give you the best seat in the house, etc., right? But I must say, the last time we went to eat there, the food was delicious. It was absolutely amazing. So we'll see. I'm not that hungry as yet. How are you feeling?
Not too hungry.
You still good to go?
Yeah.
Because we are probably gonna still go downstairs to the 5th floor and take some of this stuff down so we can actually have a cruisy morning, which is always good, so we can sleep in a bit. So if there is in-room movies, then we can stay up a bit later and sleep in tomorrow morning if we've done all our setup, because the workshop only starts at 10, right? Starts at 10. Of course, some of our people will already start arriving from 9:30. Abby, I actually suspect some people might even be here earlier because of the predicted weather.
The room's going to be open from 9.
Room will be open from 9. Yeah. So really, we want to be downstairs by 9 o'clock at the latest, right? And just be ready.
At least even just me down there at 9 to work.
Yeah. Yes.
Sounds good.
I'm thinking I should fold at least one. Abby has got a phone call. Very important. So let me just move this here. Come, I'm going to fold at least one, Abby. Otherwise, this is not good. Yeah, you go and answer the call. I can do this. It's so interesting, right? Sorry, the download lights is very strong here. That's why I look like a ghost, because there's like 4 lights right here on top of the dining table. So here we go. Interesting fact, we give people planners, right? This is part of what you get when you sign up to come and do the one-day workshop. You get a free private practice success planner that you get, which is like huge. PPS planner is a diary, a time management tool. It is a 12-month planner. It's a 90-day planner. It is a tracker, like there is tracking stuff at the back. It's called a KPI tracker. There is pages. There's doodle pages, because some people like to doodle. And there's like tracking your progress, coloring in pages. It's like everything that you can want is in here. So I give this to the guys. And it's very interesting that when we ordered the planners, I think, are you done?
Yeah, it was all.
Perfect. Did we order the same amount of purple and black?
We did.
Yes.
Yeah, we did.
And the purple has sold out. We brought the last 3 only.
Purple.
3 purple planners that we're giving away tomorrow. No, you didn't bring them at all.
It's
Ooh.
extra special purple ones.
Oh, you've kept. This Abby is so clever, right? So the 3 purple ones are still in Brisbane for people that buy the planners, because you can buy the planner online, right? So the free ones that we're giving away tomorrow is the first time ever that we only have black planners left. So the purple has proven to be very popular. So well done, Private Practice Success community, for supporting the branding colors that I so love. But if you like black, that's perfectly fine as well, right? We don't want your planner to clash with your branding colors. That's not acceptable either. So Abby, do you only fold like use one tissue paper at a time? And it lasts? Okay. This is special tissue paper that Abby bought on a website because we got so sick of going to all these stationery shops and they never have our purple tissue paper.
Anywhere.
Yeah, we once even had to flip and resort to black, which had lovely silver, what was it, dots on it? Spots on it, which was amazing. But still, we wanted purple, so we sourced it and we got it online. When I say we, it's the royal we, of course, which means Abby did it. Just getting my stuff that I need to put in here.
Do we move these over?
Yeah, just one or two so I can do some. And put these in. Fabulous. I need to be handy. There we go. That's it. Oh, the book. The book.
Where'd they go?
Ah, I didn't see them. I'll bring some
Oh,
across. They're hiding. I put my laptop on top of them. All right. Hey Carl, how are you going? Good to see you on here as well. We are currently in Melbourne, Carl, getting ready for an event that I am running tomorrow. And we are doing up gifts for everybody coming in and joining us at the workshop. So I'm trying to fold here as nicely as Abby does. Abby's got a hang of it already. You know what, last night I had this realization that I have every time I'm traveling somewhere. Yeah, I haven't told you yet. Of course, our morning was just too busy, right?
Yes.
Getting the kids to school, all of that type of stuff. But like last night, after I finished helping Henno with his homework and all of that stuff, and I still had to pack my clothes. Can you pass me some lint, please? I still had to pack my clothes and stuff. I was going, geez, it's so late and I haven't even packed yet, right? Because we had a busy day. What did I do? I had 3 pre-masterclass, weekend workshop consults. We had the inner circle, weekly Q&A. I had to help Ethan prepare for his speech he had to do at class today. And he's only in grade 2. And I had to help Henno with his homework. And after that, I didn't have much time left. It was like late. And I had to cook dinner, right? And I had to help Cassidy, my 16-year-old, prepare for his sleep out tonight. So tonight she's doing a sleep out. So they've been actually, I don't know, I'm going off on a tangent here. They actually went out today, their school, to Brisbane City. And they worked the whole day with homeless people, helping out at the shelters and stuff. 8 o'clock tonight, they come back home to the school, not home, but back to school. And then they're sleeping out on the oval. Yes, because they need to have the homeless experience.
Oh.
Yes. Yes, so it's part, they're in a faith Lutheran school. So it's all about serving and teaching the young kids, and they all the grade 12s, about serving other people. So they spend the whole day helping out at the homeless shelter, helping homeless people, cooking meals and stuff like that. And tonight they're having a homeless experience. So each of them we had to go and find a cardboard box for her to take. So we took the printer that we got from Officeworks. We took the printer box. I had to get all the stuff out last night. So that she took, and they were allowed to take like a swag, and they're sleeping outside tonight. Yes, but I had to help her prep with all of that stuff. Hey Murray, how are you going? Good to see you on here as well. Yes, so I was talking about the realization I had before I went on this whole tangent, right, of all the stuff I had to do yesterday. And I was thinking back to previously, before, pre-Abbey days. I would still be packing at 10 o'clock at night, Abby, swearing that, like, oh, I hate this, it's taking so long, etc., etc. And now I'm so spoiled by having Abby, and she packed everything, right? I just asked, did you remember this? Did you remember that? The stuff that I worry about? And she goes, yes, 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 yes. And still I could only start packing at 10. Like, how does that work? Right? I didn't even have to pack. And I was under stress. But the interesting thing is that's how we work, right? Because the moment you delegate your stuff or you get support, what happens? Especially if you are a business owner, what happens? Oh, you go, oh, I want to do this thing. Oh, now I want to do that thing, right? And you fill up your time with other stuff, with additional things. And it's really important because it just makes me appreciate the support I have. And again, appreciates time. And when I get stuck into that story of, I don't have enough time, oh, I'm running out of time, I'm not going to get this all done, then I remind myself that actually I do have lots of time. I just choose to be busy in the time I have. I just choose to call in new things to do during that time, because I'm just one of those people. I need to admit that, and I need to accept it, that likes to be busy, right? I don't like to be sitting around doing nothing. It bores me. And that's just who I am. So I need to be mindful of my own stories around that, because it can be very disempowering when you tell yourself consistently that I don't have time, I don't have time. And when you do that as a practice owner, guess what? Your team starts to do it, okay? Because they learn from you. And the other thing that happens when you are in that mindset and you tell yourself those stories, you start to think very often that your team is thinking like that as well, which then means that you often stop delegating, stop giving them things to do, because you might be thinking, oh, that person is just as busy as I am, okay? Or that person's probably under just as much stress as I am, so I'm rather going to take that task and do it myself, or I'm not going to ask them. And what happens? You burn out anyway, right? Each of us have to own our own stuff, need to be responsible for our own stuff and our own work. So it's very important as you start to get support people on board, whether it's a principal psychologist, a senior receptionist, a practice manager, a senior associate or clinician that's helping you in that role, you need to clearly delineate who does what. You know, what is those job descriptions? What do you expect them to do, right? And then even if your mind is telling you that that person's probably too busy to take on this task, if it's past part of their job description, you need to give it to them, right? You need to give it to them, because you can't just take on everybody else's work, because that defeats the object of having a team, right? And it stops you from doing those next level things that you want to do. And Ashley's just joined us, Abbey. Ash, I will show you. Here's Ash. Abbey, you've missed the tour of the penthouse.
How you going, Ash?
She is. Yes. Abbey is doing.
We have our little soaps.
Yes.
And our beautiful pens.
That Ashley got
Thank
together
you,
for
Ash.
us. Yes. So of course we are always. I shouldn't say we. Gerda is always last minute. Although we know we are coming to Melbourne like a year in advance almost. It's like Voxering us. Ashley, well, I tell Abbey to Voxer Ash, or to email or text Ash and go, Abbey, how many pens do you have at Logan Home? We need 60. Can we go get them tomorrow to give to our people? That's how we roll, right? All right, hang on. I got distracted and I haven't done my linters yet. Don't laugh at me, Abbey. Oh my goodness. Ash is always happy to help. You are so efficient, Ashley. So efficient. So efficient. All right. We are doing this. I'm not sure if it's going to meet Abby's high standards.
It's imperfect action.
Imperfect action, she says. Oh, you've listened well. I've taught you well, Abbey. I'll just take all the credit for that. Okay, because I need to show them that I've done a finished product. I don't know who's going to get this finished product tomorrow, who the lucky person is going to be that's going to get the one that I've done. Okay. All right, I can do this. Hey, Nayleave, how are you? It's good to see you on a live stream. Hey, Abby, you're still going to have to carry all of this stuff downstairs,
I
right?
have an idea.
What's the idea? What are we doing?
Take 6 at a time and just do stay down there.
All right, Abby's not scared for walking 100 times, right? Up and down from level 21 to level 5. And luckily,
Just don't say
it's
the
in that,
numbers.
is it the 21st century or the 22nd century? I've got no idea. But we're in the 2000s, so at least there's lifts, right?
We're in the
21st?
21st, yeah.
Still the 21st century, yes. I've got no clue. I'm sure somebody very clever
Please
will
correct
correct
us.
us if we are wrong. If we are wrong, they will correct us. Wow, you've done a lot.
We're getting there.
You've got it down pat, I think. And you're just like going. Or have I just been talking for a long time and not
I
realizing
don't
it?
think it's been that long.
No, you've done well. All right, here's my end product.
Beautiful.
Yes, I'll add it to the others. Here you go. We've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13.
14.
Where's 14? 14.
There's one lone one.
Okay, we've got 14 already. Sarah says, I'm disappointed that I didn't know that this was on in Melbourne tomorrow. When will there be another opportunity? Not this year, Sarah. Not this year, unfortunately. Yeah. Well, Sarah, if you don't have any clients on tomorrow, you're more than welcome to join us. Of course, we did have one person email today, an OT email, and say, unfortunately, she can't make it anymore. So we've got a space booked for her, catering booked. So, of course, if you've got clients, it's going to be too short notice. We don't want you to reschedule all your clients unless you're called to do so. But yes, this is the last in-person private practice success day 1 training that we have for 2019. You're full? Yeah, I suspected that much. So we've had one in Brisbane, we've had one in Sydney, and this is the Melbourne event, which is fully sold out, but we have had one person just cancel earlier today. I don't know, I've been speaking to Abbey, and I've been tossing up potentially doing an online version of it, because I know there's a lot of people in Perth and Western Australia that wants me to go over to Perth, and I actually seriously considered going. But I can't see that happening. I really looked for a date in my diary, and I just couldn't find something that works. So I'm seriously tossing up maybe just doing a recording of it and really putting it online and making it available for people that can't get to the in-person events. Because there's obviously so many practice owners in rural and remote areas that just can't get in to the one-day workshop, right? So yeah, it would have been lovely to have you there, but maybe keep an eye out for the online workshops. You're more than welcome, Sarah, to email support@private-practice-success.com, and we can just put your name on a list to let you know if something becomes available online, should you want to do that. Because I think I'm more and more inclined to think that I should probably do that.
I've already got a list of people that are interested.
You already have a list. Yeah, I thought you might have a list of people that wants me to do an online version. I'll probably not run it online, like live online. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I might just do a pre-recorded version, which means that you can watch it in your own time when it suits you. You can watch it all in one go, or if you want to segment it into, let's say, 2 secrets. So the first 2 secrets is marketing. Then we talk about loving your practice angels. You might want to do those 2 that go really well together. And then you maybe want to sit and listen to team and implement stuff. We also talk about numbers, so KPI, key performance indicators, deliverables, and expectations if you've got subcontractors. We also talk about the profitable private practice mindset, so all of those things that you need to work on, which is so important as a practice owner. We also cover stuff like dynamic diary management, as well as the wow factor, which is really excellent customer service, niching, and all that type of stuff, right? So there's different sections to it, and I think it lends itself really well to having something online as well. Yes, we'll do something like that probably. Yeah, I'm actually very disappointed that I can't go to Perth. I really wanted to go and meet the Perth people. I previously went to Perth, but that was in the first 2 years. I think it's been more than 2 years now since I actually ran an in-person event in Perth. Yeah, so I really wanted to, but it's just not gonna happen, right? Sometimes you want to do stuff, but you just can't. You need to accept it. Accept it, Gerda, and make another plan. Like doing something online and make it available in that way. So, yeah. All right. So, what else? Is there anything else I can do? I'm not good at wrapping it whilst I'm talking.
We only have 8 more, so
8 more. And what did Morgan says? Did she...
the label mic is organised to come in the morning, but it will be assisted. So about
That's standard.
Is it?
Yes, yes, yes.
Awesome.
Hey Jessica, how are you going? I'm in your neck of the woods here in Melbourne. Yes, I've just been talking for how long? I don't even know how long I've been going.
It's 7:10. I'm not sure what time
I don't know what time
it
I started. No, I'm getting hungry now from all this work. It's hungry work live streaming. You build up your energy, especially after I've spoken about chips and fries and wedges. Yes,
Room
because,
service and restaurants and-
yes, that's the important stuff, right? When you're doing a live stream from the penthouse, whilst the other person that you're sharing with is working. Let's say hi to Jess, Abby.
Hi,
Hey
Jess.
Jessica, say hello. Say hello. Yes. It's actually really lovely here. The Dina Hotel, we renovated. That's the word, renovated last year. So everything is nice and fresh, and I like nice and fresh. That's good, right?
Refresh.
Yes. Yes. So, hi Stacy, how are you going? A couple of new people hopping on. Guys, if you've got any questions for me, you've got me here. If you want to ask me anything related to private practice, related to running your business, whether it's marketing, it doesn't matter what it is. I've just gone through the 7 secrets. Anything related to any of those topics, please feel free to ask me. Stacey says hi. Yes. Abby, is this water mine? I think so.
Go for it. Yes, that's it.
I think so, yes. Feel free to ask me.
Do you want a cup of tea? A cup of coffee?
No, I'm going to wait for my food.
Okay.
Yes, I'm going to wait for my food. I'll probably have some lemon, lime, and bitters. Because I haven't had that for such a long time. I've been trying to be so good, right? And lemon, lime, and bitters is full of sugar. Yes.
So good though.
But what happens in Melbourne stays in Melbourne, right? So if you have sugar and you have all the carbs, nobody's going to know. No, we're not going to tell anyone, right? I just have this urge the whole time to stand up and go and get the room service menu.
Is
I
it
go,
going to bring it to you?
someone there somewhere's like, what's in the room service menu? Because we need to decide anyway, are we staying in or are we going out, right? Let's see. Let's see what interesting stuff. Now, pop in a question there in the comments box if you want to ask me anything private practice related, right? Nothing?
Is this? I don't think that's the menu book. I think that's
It's
the.
facilities and services. Wow. Don't tell me they don't have. No, I've had room service here before.
Yeah.
Don't you just hate going to a hotel and they don't do room service? It is the absolute worst.
There's a room service button on the phone, so they must.
So, 24-hour reception, check-in.
Good, okay.
You got it. Yes. Yes, that's better. Oh, they've got superfood salad, warm chicken salad. That's always nice with avocado bacon. Oh, that sounds good. Oh, they do potato wedges with sweet chili and sour cream. And they do French fries with tomato sauce and aioli. This is my type of establishment. Yes, because normally they give you one or the
One
other.
option, yeah.
Yes, you get both. That's the wow factor. Hey Susie, how are you going? You're just joining in the silliness. We're looking at the room service options because nobody's asking me a question about private practice success. So I'm going to have to talk to you about the room service menu, right? There's nothing else to talk about because you need to tell me what you want to know because I can start anywhere and finish anywhere and I can speak for like 2 weeks, longer, 2 months about private practice success. So tell me what it is that you would like to know. Oh, they have a breakfast menu as well. Here is our main menu. We've got pizzas, we've got pasta. My husband always says you don't order pizza and pasta unless you're at an Italian restaurant. And this is not an Italian restaurant. So we might need to do the chips. See, everything is leading towards the fries. Yes, small plates, large plates. Oh, chicken parmigiana. That's always a winner. And it comes with fries. Yes, that sounds good. Or salad.
What salads do they have?
Superfood salad, warm chicken salad, baby cost salad, and that's it. 3 salads. The one thing that's always most disappointing to me about hotel room service options is the desserts. Yes,
I know.
you agree, right?
I agree.
Yes, it's like such ridiculous options. It's like, who are you catering for? There should always be either something chocolatey,
Cheesecake.
you know? There should be either a chocolate cake or a chocolate brownie. If they don't have a chocolate thing on, it's like, I don't know, just bad.
It's not, that's not it.
Yes, it's like, how do you not want me to order dessert? You know, you need to put that on. Ashes, I've never got room service before. Who am I?
Ashley.
Ashley, Abbey just held her head like this and said, Ashley. She did. She's laughing now, but that's what she did, right? No room service, Ash. Well,
We'll have to do that, Ashley.
when you start traveling for Halo, we're going to have to be changing a couple of things, right? We're going to have to take Ash on an orientation and induction
Adventure.
trip. Yes, adventure. That's even better. Abby's getting really good with the marketing copy, right? With talking the right words. Orientation, induction, adventure to hotels, and we will have to teach Ash how to order room service and sit on your bed watching TV, in-room movies, ideally
Non-negotiable.
chilling in your pajamas after a warm shower, because you don't bath in a hotel bath. That's just my belief. You bath in your own bath at home, and chill. That's what you need to do. Tracy says, okay, now I'm starving, so off home for some dinner. Have a wonderful day tomorrow, ladies. You too, Tracy. Thanks for joining us. And wow, you worked late tonight as well. Ash says, sounds amazing. Sounds amazing, yes. And they, you know, and room service these days will have vegan options. Ash, so most certainly we are going to have to get that booked in. We might need to take Chelsea with us. Yes. I think we're going to be booking our own little get it done retreat, it seems to me. Jeez, can you see how all the things just happen? That's how we start businesses in my life, right? It's like, oh, we've got this fabulous idea. Let's do it. Yes, we just do it. Of course, we never have bad ideas, right? No. Awesome. Alrighty. Is that Ash? Yes. Ash is giving us lots of love hearts. Lots of love hearts. Fabulous. Alright. I think we're going to call it a night officially, because you are more or less done.
Almost.
And I could probably already start walking all these things downstairs, right? But why would I do it by myself when we can do it together? Right? Yes, we can do it together. Like we are together, wrapping up all those things. Oh, thank goodness Abby has a sense of humor. Yes. So good. All right, everybody. Thank you for joining us here in the Penthouse. We're going to go finish off and get ready for our big day today here in Melbourne with practice owners coming actually from far and wide. We have quite a number of people coming from rural Victoria, and we are so appreciative when people actually make really pretty big trips out to come and join us. But I think it's worth it, right? I must tell you that before I started running private practice success events for the first 6 years of being a practice owner, I was rarely in a room together with other practice owners. If I was in a room with other practice owners, there would be other people there as well, like doctors or psychiatrists or clinicians that were non-practice owners, and we weren't talking the business of private practice, right? And it was so flipping isolating. It was so isolating because you never knew whether the struggles you were going through was just you, right? And everybody else, when you ask, oh, how are you going? Oh, you're in private practice. How's things going? Everybody would go, it's going fantastic. And I quickly learned, once I started talking to practice owners, that that's just the social response. That's just the politically correct response, right? Because you're not going to start going, well, it's actually going pretty shit. I can't pay my bills when you're attending a networking event, right? You can't do that. And for me, running these PPS events where practice owners have that opportunity to feel safe enough to be vulnerable enough and to reach out and connect with other people in the same room. And the thing, what happens once I start telling my story very honestly in terms of the challenges that I've had, you know, with no filter, just saying it as it is, because that's what I do, other people then start to get permission to do that as well. And then people start to realize that actually it is really hard, right? But also that we're not alone in this. And for me, when I walk away from this event, if people take nothing other than having connected with another practice owner, or leaving with the notion that I'm doing okay, you know, it's not me, it's running a business that is so challenging, and other people are in the same situation, and I actually encourage them to, you know, to speak during the breaks, to swap business cards, to see who's that person that you can maybe meet up with for coffee, keep one another accountable, cross-refer. My goal is for them to build connections tomorrow. Yes, they're going to get lots and lots of content, practical stuff that they're going to go back to the practice and implement, but the connection is the most important, because I started Private Practice Success to break that isolation mold that is so prominent in the industry, especially for practice owners. And I think we're getting there. I think I know we are getting there. We are making such headway in terms of breaking that isolation mode, and I can see it even in my Private Practice Success groups in terms of how the culture in the groups have changed, and how people more easily share their vulnerability, right? And sometimes new people come into the groups and it takes them some time, and I can almost see them in my mind's eye being like a little wallflower and just listening and watching what's happening. And then all of a sudden they'll post and they'll go, you know, I've been in the group for quite some time, I've just been sitting back and listening, and then they'll start sharing what's happening for them, because they realize that it is a safe space, and you know, that we share common challenges, and that is what makes what I do so fulfilling for me and makes me keep going. Yes, so thank you so much for everybody that's joined us live. If you're watching the recording, please comment below and let us know how you're going and who you are, because I will be coming back probably whilst watching an in-room movie and having some chicken palmy and fries and chips and aioli and tomato sauce and all the things. And I'll come back and respond to any comments and questions. All right, we're gonna go. Have a fabulous night. Remember, guys, as always, all you need to do is say yes to your very own ultimate level 5 private practice. And bye from Abbey as well. Say bye. There we go. Bye, everybody.